First of all, we're going to start off with safety. Safety first. This is very important working with lye. Okay, gloves. Keep your hand safe. Arms, long sleeves. Goggles. Hold on. Yeah. Goggles. And, oh wait, no. Let's put on the mask first, actually. And mask. Mask first. And goggles. And there we have it. We're ready to make some soap. So right now, coconut oil, we need, I'll be doing it in grams, 240 grams of coconut oil, yeah. And 40 grams. Just get as precise as you can, but it doesn't have to be exact. Just get to the exact amount as best as you can. If it's not the end of the world. It's 240 grams of coconut oil. Let's tear that out. Shea butter, 240. I love the smell of shea butter. It smells so good. The process of making cold processed soap is just such a fulfilling, it's just makes you feel fulfilled, like you're contributing to something, which you are, because you're taking your health, your family's health, and being more self-sustainable into your own hands. Okay, we tear that out. Rice bran oil, 192 grams. Go slowly. 192. It's at 193, but not the end of the world. And olive oil. I have olive oil pomace. Has the same composition, as far as I can tell. Olive oil pomace, 192. It's a cheaper option than olive oil too. Ooh, 193. and castor oil. I love castor oil in soap because it's such a bubbly finish. Not too much, only 10%. The most 10%. You could use less. A little olive castor oil does the trick. So we're using 10% in this recipe though. 96 grams of castor oil. 96 grams. I'm not sure if I said 96. The fact that you start off with soap, not soap, sorry, with oils and butters, in the end it turns into soap. It's just such a rewarding feeling. Once you get the hang of it, it becomes like second nature. I feel like you'll want to just whip up a batch of soap just because. And that's all for oils. And then we're just gonna melt these, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, now we're outside and we're about to make our lye solution. For our sodium hydroxide, we need 131 grams. And we're gonna pour that slowly into our separate container. We're using stainless steel. Very slowly, so that because we're outside, the wind is blowing, we don't want the wind to blow it in our face, even though we have our mask and goggles on. Still just go very slowly. No need to rush. So yes, always make sure you measure your water and your sodium hydroxide separately, and then you combine them. So I'm stepping back to fix my goggles. Next, we're gonna pour our water, distilled water to be exact, and we're using 263 grams. So that's a ratio of 2 to 1 water to lye. So our water is 2 times the sodium hydroxide. See how large my container is? So just always make sure that you use a large enough container so that if when you're mixing your lye solution and it does splash, it doesn't splash out the container, it splashes and goes back into the container. So we're throwing our sodium hydroxide now into our distilled water, never the other way around. Never pour your water into your sodium hydroxide. It'll be a hot mess, a volcano hot mess. I'm fixing my mask, and we're pouring the sodium hydroxide very slowly so it doesn't splash up. And while you're pouring the sodium hydroxide, just mix it with a spoon, stainless steel spoon. And just mix it very slowly. No need to rush, just mix it slowly and keep mixing until it's all dissolved. Uh-oh. Yeah, so, and step back a little bit. Keep mixing until everything is all dissolved. I'm trying to show you the fumes. It gets hot real fast. I do have my thermometer, but it wasn't working. I forgot to put batteries in it, but when I went inside, I checked, it was about 180 degrees. So keep mixing, guys, and until it's all dissolved. Okay, now we're back inside, and our butters are melting on low heat in a double boiler. And our sodium hydroxide is in the sink. It's cooling off, so we're just waiting for our butters to melt properly. Let's give it a little stir to help it. Right here, we're measuring our essential oil. I'm using eucalyptus essential oil. It smells so good. So we need 28 grams of essential oil. Smells so good. 28 grams, or that's 1 ounce, 1.02 ounce. And giving our butter a little stir again just to kind of help it melt, but no rush. Once that's melted, we're gonna combine our lye solution with the oil. I love making soap. The whole process is just so relaxing and you know gives you a sense of purpose. Like you're taking your health into your own hands. So the sodium hydroxide is 142 degrees Fahrenheit right now. It was at 180, I believe. Our butters are melted. When we combine them, we want them to be about no more than 10 degrees apart and at like about 130, 120 degrees. So I have my water running just in case of anything. Long sleeve, gloves, and now we're pouring our sodium hydroxide, our lye solution, sorry, into our oils. I'm pouring it on the stick, on the spatula so it doesn't splash up. Just do it very slowly. You see at the bottom it starting to emulsify. It's just so beautiful. Fixing my gloves and my goggles. Put it in the sink just to get it away. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So beautiful. Wow. So beautiful. This is science, y'all. This is chemistry. I never liked chemistry in school. So you see how I try to bring it up close. Just keep mixing. Now we're gonna back up a little bit. We're gonna switch to our emulsifying, our stick blender, sorry. Do two pulses and then just stir. 2 pulses, stir. Few more pulses. You need a lot, just until you see. This just speeds up the mixing process. The stick blender will come in handy. You don't have to sit there stirring for too long. So it's getting thicker, it's thickening up. So beautiful. Look at the color. So you see how thick it is? It's at light trace now. So when you put it up, you see the batter sit on the top a little bit. So we're at light trace. That's where we want it. So we could start adding our essential oil. Checking the temperature. I was gonna pour my essential oil, but forgot I didn't scrape off my stick blender. That's it. So let's do that first. Get it out the way because we don't need it anymore. It's the batter is sticking up very beautifully. Look at that. Now we're gonna pour our eucalyptus essential oil. Telling you guys, it smells so, so good. You see how the batter is sticking up a little bit more? The essential oil kind of speed up the emulsification process. So beautiful. Just mix it in. Make sure you just mix it in. Just, you know, um, not too aggressively like I'm doing. Just try to move as fast as you can, not too fast, just so that you have time to kind of work with the batter. So when you're pouring it in, it's not too thick. But that's a good consistency. Look at that, guys. So beautiful. I love soap making. It's just art, you know. You start off with just oils, butters, sodium hydroxide flakes, and water. And now you got emulsified batter, soap batter. And then in 4 weeks, well, in 2 days, you'll be able to cut it. And then in 4 weeks, while it'll be done curing. Wow, look at that, look at that, look at that, guys. Just make sure you get all of it out. You don't want to waste any soap. All of that is soap will turn into soap. Just make sure you knock the mold so that shake the mold so that there's no air bubble in the middle. And you play with the top a little bit. You don't have to do this, but I like doing it just for the fun of it. Just play with the top just so when the soap mold and cures comes out looking a little pretty. You definitely don't have to do this, but I just like doing it. Just play with it a little bit. I don't really have any techniques or anything. I just play with it. That's how it looks. Yeah. Now it's been 2 days, guys, 48 hours. And now we're gonna I just took the soap out of the mold. We're about to slice it, cut them. So I get about 10 bars of soap from that soap mold. That's my son. Decided to have him help me today. So this is after 2 days, 48 hours. He's excited. He's like, wow, that's soap, y'all. That's soap. Smells so good. I had to take a sniff. Smells so, so good. You definitely don't need a soap cutter. You don't have to invest in one as you're just starting out. You could always just use a knife. After 48 hours, it'll be still soft enough to be sliced with a knife. Just it won't be as cut straight. It won't be as pretty, but you know, eventually as you get more experience, you want to invest in a soap cutter to do it, but you definitely don't have to. You don't need one if it's just for you and your family. So beautiful. Wow. I'm telling you, I can't stop talking about the smell. It smells so good. It smells so, so good. Wow. So those weigh about 3.5 ounces each. Yeah, about that. And there you have it, guys. Soap. You start off with oils and butters and sodium hydroxide and water, and you got soap. So just let it cure for about 4 weeks, and it'll be harder because it's pretty soft right now.